I think a Galio pick out of him. I want to see the Akali pick out of him.
Or what about Irelia mid lane? Could also be an option. Now,
The tanks.
and let's talk about what's happening with the bans here, because they came in very, very quick. Kai'Sa, Sivir bans. But for him, there's always the Tristana.
And that's what I was going to say. I was super impressed by how negatively he played Tristana in that lane, because Hylissang was leaving fairly often. He also played Ezreal in that best of, and I think game-centric jungler to come out, Xin Zhao, to team up with something like that.
Oh, I want to see
Rakan
Xin Zhao here. Yeah, give me that Xin Zhao.
Influence the lanes, then this is a game where Fnatic will be able to steamroll early. They know that EDG like to go toe-to-toe.
Yes! Okay, so we get the first Elise of Worlds. We get cleared in the top lane as well. Spawn, what do you make of this draft? I just see brawling on both sides.
Absolutely, and Kled was the answer in the top lane to so many mages.
Themselves a Hylissang as the observers of Toggle Division. This is what Fnatic see currently. A bear trap on a rope. We'll catch onto Burpo. It's a small advantage for Kled and Skarl as he continues to run him down just a little.
A nice little trade from Ray early on. Gets a little pullback again. Meanwhile, around the red buff.
All right, Pulverize comes down from Hylissang and engaged from Haru. The knockup will catch onto Hilly. He's got Flash available. Flashes over the pit. Here comes Haru. First blood picked up by Scout. And all of a sudden, EDG on the ball.
And Scout gets first blood. That is huge for the EDG lineup. We've already talked about the isolated 1v1. He didn't even need to burn a summoner.
They also get the red buff now. Top lane, they keep trading. Ray will almost get his mount back still. Here we go, another invade. The game plan is clear. Scout is not in the mid lane yet, so it's a bit risky from Haru if he does find Broxah.
And
He's fighting him.
Exactly what you're talking about, Deficio. If Haru jumps onto Broxah, there could be trouble, but a point-blank cocoon helps out Broxah. Haru decides to turn around. Here comes Cap, the flawless duo, waiting for the stun. Will miss! Haru gets away for now. Finds himself in the blast mode, jumps into Bwippo's hands. Bwippo slays Haru. There all of a sudden, Skarl is running for his life, but another great cocoon. Broxah keeps himself alive for a few seconds longer, jumps back into Spider Form, and is taken down by Scouts.
It's a 1-for-1 right here, but there are some basic rules in League of Legends, and one of them is do not invade the enemy jungle if your own mid laner is not there. He did anyway. He walked in, he died. Caps now. Oh!
Now remember, Caps flashed over the wall. He needs to get this stun. A flash over from iBoy. iBoy picks up the third kill for EDG.
And that's bottom lane, and Ray knows he will survive as long as he takes down the Elise. Another fight.
Yeah, as soon as we come out of the replay, Caps is being jumped on. This is a 3 versus 1. Hylissang has arrived, but can he turn it around? That flash headbutt was simply not good enough. Haru escapes with his life.
Exceeded in team fights, and will definitely not be the case here either. If you can find picks, however, she is going to be great. You get a little root onto Mako, a tiny bit of damage. Now Fnatic needs to be careful because this is where the engage is insane.
All right, Mako tries to turn this one around as iBoy throws out the feathers and recalls them. Bwippo is just blown up by Scout, who is on a rampage. Now Caps is in trouble. He's being run down by Haru as the Vanguard's hit. Does absolutely nothing.
We tried to warn them. Scout is not done. Well, he jumps back for now. We'll get the Rift health. We just said it. Fnatic, there's too much engaged on the ENG side for you to just step into that river. They're going to jump you.
And their setup just was not good enough. They were all coming over the wall. They had to funnel through choke points, and they underestimated how aggressive members on EDG would be.
I mean, we're either waiting for Scout to pop over the wall and one-shot someone, or for Mako to flash engage and kill someone.
All right, flash over the wall, or rather distort over the wall. Scout continues to look for Reckless. The chains will find him. Mako will set it up, and iBoy will bring it home.
Without summoner spells, you're just juking yourself to death at that point. What can Reckless do?
Absolutely nothing right here. EDG, full control.
Fights a wave clear. Here comes Scout again. Bwippo forced to run for his life. This is a 5-on-5 in the bottom lane.
Remember now, to go in.
Caps gets caught up. He's able to flash for now. There's a lot of damage in return. This is the only chance for Fnatic, but it's already a kill onto Caps. Bwippo goes golden up in the top lane. They are routed and running for their lives. Yes, there's almost one back with the Demonic Ascension, but it's simply too little and it's simply too late.
And Fnatic get the fight with the turret still up and everyone charging past, but it is still a wash for EDG.
That if he does go in with Flash, he will just die because his team has no damage behind him. It's like, if it's always on cooldown, guys, I can't engage.
That's the next level zone now. Let's see whether this works or not. Bwippo's just going to get blown up here. iBoy's on a rampage, 4-0-4. Mako as well as Scout there for the assist. Everybody that watched the summer final, Fnatic got smashed by Schalke in game 1. Sub Soaz back in, and then they proceeded to dominate the final. This
Here we
is
go.
unknown, and this is exactly the engage that Fisher was talking about. Caps is already out of the fight. Yes, he gets to throw down the ultimate, but I don't think there's enough damage follow-up. A flash engage from Hilly. He sets it up. Only Mako is down. Now Ray is sitting in the back end. He's looking for Reckless. Will find him with violent tendencies. Drops down into the pocket pistol, and Scarl is charging up. Scout now starts to push away Broxa as he's blown up, and Scout is unstoppable. 5-0-8. Whippo's the last to fall. Fnatic are 8.
And once again, EDG, they know, get the fight. You are so much stronger right now. You're going to win it. Fnatic tried their best to fight back, but it's just not enough. That's always the greatest thing when you're this far ahead. It feels like every call you make is the correct one because you can always kill the enemy team.
And that time we saw there was a counterpunch, but the gold lead, the Infernal Drakes, aim buys you items, it buys you stats, and unfortunately they just don't have enough of them.
Ray gets into the back line, takes down Reckless in no time, and while Whip on the Swain here, he is strong. He's the one member who's actually able to do something in the game. Who would find Ray?
Okay, this is a 3-on-1. Ray will most likely go down. It's a shutdown gold. Big bonus gold to Reckless, but it's too little and maybe too late. It's a 13,000 gold deficit, and the rest of EDG, they're trying to collapse. I'm watching Haru. Can he find
Look for
your
Scout's
daily
damage.
charge? Scout can just insta-give people nearly 800
Here we go.
ability
Oh!
power. Scout is godlike, 25 stacks, and that is disgusting damage.
And just the wizard of the LPL. Now you see him, now you don't. Unfortunately, erases him, and he's still looking for more. EDG looking so confident in game one.
The inhibitor's going to fall just before 27 minutes with Ezreal, played by Reckless, not in the fight. EDG are not done yet. They're looking for the Nexus. Scout, he's going to zone away Broxa. He dashes forward to the W, gets the sigil down. Now Hylissang tries for an engage, but there's simply not enough follow-up. iBoy gets the first of the Nexus defense, and now all of a sudden Ray turns his attention to Whippo. Whippo's got that demonic ascension, but he gets popped quicker than a hot air balloon. And there's Haru dashing forward with a charge. Whippo goes down, the Nexus is the focus, and Edward Gaming strike first.